So I've been thinking a lot about the word can't. Employees can't do that. I can't ask for that. Anytime we apply this word can't to ourselves or to someone else, we are fundamentally not speaking accurately. And as an engineer, I really don't like to speak inaccurately. All that we can say really when we use the word can't is that it hasn't happened yet. And when we really, that is really the truth of it. It's not that we can't, it's just that we haven't a lot of the time. Now, some things maybe are just downright physically out of the question. They're just not going to happen. But there are other things that we assume are not possible that really are possible. They just haven't happened yet. And the reason that they haven't happened yet is because we are precluding them. We are not giving people, for example, a chance to manage their own supplies. I'm not giving myself a chance to get a yes from someone because I'm not asking the question. And I'm thinking about a couple of experiences that I had last week. One of them was teaching a negotiation workshop wherein I learned, and it was a good reminder for me, even as the facilitator, that if you're not hearing no, you're not asking enough and you're not asking for enough. And I think so often we say no to ourselves before the question even happens because we don't ask it, because we tell ourselves can't. I'm not going to get that yes. I'm not going to hear the answer I want to hear, so I'm not going to ask. And what happens when we make ourselves a little bit bulletproof and we say, okay, I could hear a no, it's not going to kill me. Not asking is worse. And we make ourselves ask, we give ourselves the challenge to step up and ask. I mean, it's just like Wayne Gretzky said, or Michael Jordan if you're from the States. I think it's been attributed to both athletes. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So when we can't ourselves before we even take the shot, we're going to miss it guaranteed. And the other observation I'm pulling into this is what people think at the beginning of a reorganization within a company, for example, or a lean journey improvement. Operators can't manage their own stock. Operators aren't going to be able to manage their own production schedule. Operators can't do machining in a casting cell. These were all can'ts that this particular company that presented at the conference I was at last week, they had these in their mind. And wouldn't you know, every single one of those barriers, those can't statements, was proven incorrect. Because by the end of their transformation, they had employees managing their own supplies. They were managing their own production schedule. Can you imagine this as a leader? Having your people taking that level of control and autonomy in their environment. And they were doing, as they didn't think they could, they were doing precision machining in a casting cell. So this was enabling them to save tons of money, eliminate tons of waste. They were reducing the safety risk to their employees by getting rid of a bunch of extra wasted motion. And they were able to really improve the morale of the cell, and they attributed as well a productivity increase and a turnover decrease to this and many other changes that they made as part of their lean journey. So I just want to challenge you, and this is one of those things that I think engineers and fact-based people like me, we can sometimes dismiss this type of a lesson as a little bit soft, or it's just fluffy stuff compared to the real numbers and the data that we're driven by. But the fact is, if you're not aware of the can'ts inside your head or within your organization, you are going to miss those opportunities to drive those real improvements. So I'm going to challenge you, anytime you hear a can't from someone else or from your own head, I encourage you to rephrase it to yourself, to the more accurate statement, which is, it hasn't happened yet. And when you change your mindset into how can we figure out how to make this happen, as opposed to testifying to the fact that it can't be done, which you don't know is true anyway, there's no knowing what you might accomplish. So take the shot. Would love to know a time that you've maybe done this, or go ahead and do it, and let me know how it goes.